In Ghana, prices of petroleum products are determined by a host of local and international factors. Most of the refined petroleum products are imported, hence an increase in the price at the world market automatically affects prices at the pumps. Also, the price build-up formula includes a number of taxes that contributes to the increment. Another major factor is the exchange rate, since the purchase is done in dollars. Happenings in Ukraine has also been identified as a cause of the recent hikes. With respect to the international prices, the world market has recorded a surge in petroleum prices post-COVID-19 lockdowns. The OPEC basket price rose steadily from $12 per barrel as of April 2020 to $50.1 per barrel by the end of 2020. The prices continued to increase in 2021 and early 2022, but the invasion of Ukraine by Russia has resulted in a sharp rise from $78 per barrel as of January this year to $126 per barrel in the first week of March, the highest in a decade. The bulk oil distribution companies are thus buying and selling the product at a higher cost.
The spike has really been driven by the Russian situation, the Ukrainian situation. But prior to that, we already saw prices generally moving up, driven by the market agitation around the energy transition. Then Russia made it worse. We hit a peak, and then we had COVID outbreak in China. That actually led to an estimation of lower or a declining demand. And when that happens, prices drop. But the market has rebounded. So from, I think, 2 days ago, we see the market going back up.
To add salt to injury, the strength of the Cedi to the dollar is not helping matters, with the Cedi depreciating by 14% to the US dollar in the first quarter of 2022. According to the Bank of Ghana, the BDCs have no other option than to change more Cedis to get the equivalent of the dollar for which the product is to be bought with.
People planned and estimated at the beginning of March that by the end of April, the exchange rate will be 7.8. And even by the middle of March, you have gone past 7.8. So all those BDCs are sitting on losses going forward. So they don't want to make that mistake again. So they are using 9. As whether 9 will be enough or not, we don't know. But right now we are what? We are past 8. All right? We are past 8. And we are just as rational as everybody. We're not different from any other trader. It's just basic trading, buying and selling. You buy something in dollars. You want to make sure when you sell, you can get the dollars enough to go back and buy. And that is all that is happening.
The product is then sold to the oil marketing companies who buy it at the equivalent of the dollar in Cedis, a situation that has been identified as a major cause of the increment at the pumps.
Well, BDC can agree with you that, okay, Gogo, I'll sell 100,000 liters to you. Then he will quote the price. Then he said, okay, let me make the order Saturday. Saturday, please, my trucks will come and load. So he said, Kwame, go and load. So tell the BDC, I placed an order in the system. The BDC tell that, oh, the price has changed because of the Cedi exchange rate. So you are forced to change the S pump now. And the consumers will be crying. Say, hey, yesterday I bought the thing, and today I went, it was like this.
In addition to these, there are about 11 taxes on every litre of petrol, amounting to about 2 Ghana cedis. The final price is calculated factoring all these indicators in addition to margins such as primary distribution margin, boss margin, fuel marketing margin, and marketer's margin.
So we take it off from the refinery price. Then we add the taxes and levies, which have been approved by Parliament on it. Then we have the UPPF margin, which is for the transport, of the fuel from one place to the other. Then also, of course, we've got the boss margin and the fuel marketing margin.
Then there's your marketer's margin.
That varies.
That varies.
Yes, that varies because it's according to your cost. It can be as high if you're not efficient. But remember, if it's so high, you cannot be competitive.